Hello everyone, welcome to a quick lesson on vlookup. As you can see here, I have a very simple table with some values relating to another column. So here's a value, which is a number and a color. So the first thing I need to do in vlookup is define a table to look up. So I'm going to go, I've highlighted this. I go to Insert, Name, Define, and add a name for this table I want to look up on, and I'm going to call it color underscore table. Don't use spaces in your names in your workbook. Always use underscores if you want to have a long name for the table. So I say OK to define the table, or I can go down here and use this little function here to define the table as this area here. I'll get that out of the way, and then when I close that, it should show you the size of the table. So I say OK, and now I want to look up, I want to match these values to the values here, and I can just go to the to any place on the in the spreadsheet, like for instance here or here, but let's do it here just as an example. And I'll click on the function here. If I want to, I can type in lookup and find the vlookup function, and then I need to define what I'm looking up. I'll say call cell A2 here, and then the table array, the name I defined a little earlier, type that in, color table. If I type it in correctly, I'll get something here to look at. If I type it in wrong, I will get a question mark from the program. So always make sure you remember your table names. And then what value do I want to return? In here it's very simple, just the value in the second column of the table. So I'll type in a 2 here. I put in false here as just as a default value, and false means find an exact match, so it won't give you just approximate matches. Just it has to be an exact match. And then I can just say OK or enter, and it returns the value red. Then once I've got that done, I can copy this down, and it'll return all the values for the data in column 1. I've got a couple of data's points to look up that are not in the table, so it returns NA. One last thing to note about this, that even though you see green or yellow or blue, the actual data in that cell is the formula, so sometimes you need to copy the results of a lookup, copy it, and then you can paste that anywhere, paste special, paste the values, and then you've removed the formulas, and now you've got the actual values. And that's not always necessary to do, but sometimes that might be required in order to work properly with whatever you're trying to do. And that's a real quick lesson on how to do vlookups, and it's a real simple function. Thank you. Bye.